Good morning, everyone. So we will wait for another 2 minutes. Then we start our lecture. Ask other to join immediately. So good morning, everyone. We will start our meeting. Okay, we will start our lecture. Yesterday we saw the basic introduction to the engineering thermodynamics. What are the assessment schemes? What is the content of our subject? So today we are going to start our first chapter, which is basics of thermodynamics. Okay, already you have studied basic concept of thermodynamics in first year. Okay, in basic mechanical engineering course. Okay, so we are going to review that basic concepts. What are the different types of processes? What is meant by system? What is meant by surrounding? How the system and surrounding interact with each other. That all concept or all processes we are going to study. Okay, we are going to revise that. After that, we are going to see the what is meant by entropy, what is meant by enthalpy, the principle of entropy generation. For every process which is happening in our surroundings or in our atmosphere, it's caused generation of entropy. Okay, so entropy of the universe is always increasing. Okay, So we're going to see that that principle of entropy generation. Okay, so I will share that. Okay, okay. So as we see the first, we are going to see the first chapter. Okay, this is unit number first, basics of thermodynamics. Basics of thermodynamics. The content of this chapter is from entropy onwards. Okay, from the second law onwards, we have to cover numerical treatment or numericals based on second law of thermodynamics, means calculation of the efficiency of heat pump, efficient COP of refrigeration or COP of heat pump, that we have to calculate. Okay. Then we are going to see Clausius theorem and Clausius inequality, which is related to the entropy generation. Okay. After that, we have to briefly study what is meant by entropy and how it generates for each and every processes. Okay. Then entropy as a property of a system, as we know, there is a entropy is a property of a system, like pressure, volume, temperature, enthalpy, like that. Entropy also one of the property of system. Okay. After that, we are going to study TS and HS planes, means temperature versus entropy, and enthalpy versus entropy. Entropy is noted by yes, capital small letter yes. Okay. After that, we are going to see entropy change in reversible and irreversible process. Okay. In reversible process, entropy remain constant, and in irreversible process, entropy always increase or generate. Okay. Then after that, we are going to see increase of entropy principle of entropy generation. Okay. So from this, okay, after that, we are going to see calculations regarding the entropy generation, like gases, vapor, etc. Then availability concept, it is one of most important concept regarding the efficiency of system. Okay. Do not send a request of annotations. Please do not send a request of annotations. Okay. After the 30 minutes, we will give 15 minutes time for your queries or doubts. Okay. So we are going to see that availability as well as unavailable energy concept, and after that energy and exergy concept, which is based on second law of thermodynamics. Okay, this content we are going to cover in the first chapter. Before that, we are going to see basic concept which are you already learned uh, in the first year, that we are going to cover. So what is meant by thermodynamics, or why we use thermodynamics, or why we study thermodynamics? Okay. Thermodynamics is a science or a branch of the mechanical engineering which deal with energy and its transformation. Because whatever the processes are happen in the mechanical system or the thermal system, which are related to the energy input and energy output. Okay, so these all study how much energy is inputted or inlet comes in into the system, and how much energy is going out of the system. That study we are going to that study which is take learn into the thermodynamics. So thermodynamics is a science dealing with the energy and its transformation. As we know, first law of thermodynamics what say, the total energy of the universe is constant, and energy cannot be destroyed or cannot created. Okay, so we cannot create energy or cannot destroy it. We can only transform from one form to the another form. Okay, we only transform energy. We cannot create it, okay, or cannot destroy it. So thermodynamics is science or a branch of the mechanical engineering which deals with energy and its transformation. It's another form we can define as it deals with equilibrium and feasibility of process. Means whenever we construct or design any process, if we thermally analyze that process, we can see if it is feasible or not feasible. Means ती प्रोसेस होणार आहे की नाही होणार आहे. ओके, नॅचरली ती ऑफर होणार आहे की नाही होणार आहे, त्याचा जो स्टडी असते ते पण आपण स्टडी थर्मोडायनामिक्स मध्ये करतो. ओके, so it is also deals with the relations between heat and work and properties of the system. Means heat and work also one form of the energy. Okay, it is energy, heat or work, both are the energy. We divide heat and if we compare the heat and work, the difference is that work means it is a useful work, means which is used for some form of work or some form of carry out some form of task. Okay, and heat means whatever energy which is we cannot use as a work. मीन्स जी काही एनर्जी असणार आहे ती आपण वर्क ॲज अ वर्क म्हणून यूज करू शकत नाही, त्याला हीट कन्सेप्ट म्हणतो. ओके, बोथ आर द एनर्जीज, heat and works both are energies, type of energy. Okay, so we compare divide those by the definition of work and heat. We are going to see in next slides. Okay, also in thermodynamics we are going to see different properties of the systems like pressure, temperature, velocity, density, etc. Those are the properties of the systems. In the thermodynamics, we basically concentrated on pressure, volume, temperature, then enthalpy, internal energy, entropy, which is noted by capital S. Okay. So these properties we are going to study, as well as sometimes we study the density property also. Okay. So if we define the thermodynamics, it is like this. It can be defined as thermodynamics can be defined as the study of energy transformations and its relation to the matter. Matter means Matter means any system or a surrounding which has a mass, some mass. Okay. So thermodynamics means the study of energy transformation, and its relation to the matter. Okay. Previously, in last yesterday lecture, we see some two systems. Okay. These two systems we study. Here, in the first system, what happened? Whatever the energy, okay, whatever the energy outletted by burning of this gas is given to the water, and as the water receives energy from the flame or gas combustion, its temperature goes up. Okay, temperature goes up. As the water, this water is achieved its boiling point temperature, means at our atmospheric pressure it is 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, as this water obtain that temperature, it start to change its phase from liquid to the vapor, or liquid to the gas state. Okay, and then this water vapor is formed, and because of its density is very less than air, it goes up. Okay. Again, if we capture this steam, and we add the more and more heat to that steam, its pressure as well as temperature also going increases. Okay. In the second system, what we do, whatever the oxidizer is there and the fuel is there, it's combined to each other. Okay, and it is burned into the nozzle shape. You will study the next chapters. Okay, successive chapters. What happened? The oxidizer means oxygen, which is required for combustion. Combustion of any fuel, we require oxygen. Okay, so fuel as well as oxygen is mixed together, and then it's burned into the nozzle. Okay, or in the combustion chamber. Okay, as the oxygen and fuel gets combustion, Okay, the high pressure is mounted here. Pressure is going increases and temperature also goes increases, and these high pressurized exhaust gases are uh, exit through the nozzles. Okay, this nozzle, and as those high pressures or high temperature uh, gases expels through the nozzles, it gets that force is applied to upward direction. Okay, so these are the system. So from the basic system to the complex system, we have to apply different basic thermodynamics laws. Okay, so those laws we are going to see into these chapters. Okay, so another terminology is what system, thermodynamic system, surrounding, and thermodynamics boundary. Okay, what mean by system? Okay, if we want to define it, it is defined as definite area of the space. Okay, definite area of the space where some thermodynamic process takes place, or a specific amount of matter on which we focus our attention. If we see in the nature also, there is a large universe is there. Okay. In the large universe, if we want to concentrate on a particular area and carry out thermal analysis or analysis of that particular area, that particular area is called as system. Means म्हणजे एखादं समजा सराउंडिंग असेल किंवा एक युनिव्हर्समध्ये एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर मॅटरवरती तुम्हाला स्टडी करायचा असेल. ओके, सो त्या पर्टिक्युलर मॅटरवरती आपण मोस्टली फोकस करतो. ओके, आणि तो जो पर्टिक्युलर मॅटर असेल किंवा तो पर्टिक्युलर स्पेस असेल त्या स्पेसला सिस्टीम म्हणतात. ओके, हे तुम्हाला बेसिक इट्स मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, आफ्टर दॅट the next one is surrounding. Boundaries and anything outside the boundaries are called surrounding. आता जे काही सिस्टीम असणार तुमची, वॉट एव्हर द सिस्टीम इज देअर, इट इज one of the part of surrounding. Okay, and surrounding and the system is differentiated or separated by one imaginary line or a imaginary surface. Okay, that surface is called as boundary. If we consider cricket field, okay, in that the total ground where the players play the cricket is called as system. Okay, and that boundary line is called as boundary. Okay, because whatever the game is happens only within that ground. Okay, so that ground, if we can consider that ground as a system. Again, the boundary line we can consider as a boundary of that system, and the other part of ground means stand of the प्रेक्षकांचे जे काही stand असेल, that other part of the ground is called as surroundings. Okay, so we can analogize that with cricket field. Okay, and so whatever the matter on which we are going to concentrate or on which we are going to carry out some thermal analysis or different analysis, those are those are called as system. Okay, so when we going to define the boundaries, the real and imaginary surface that separates the system from its surrounding. As you know, system is a part of the surrounding, but it is separated by the boundary. Okay, this boundary may be real or may be imaginary. Okay, it depends on your point of view. Okay, it may be real or may be imaginary. Okay, so these three terms are the most important because every time we are going for any analysis or thermal analysis, we have to first find out our focus is on which uh, at a particular part of the system. Okay, if you want to find out problem in an IC engine, okay, we have to focus on one of the particular system, like on the cylinder piston arrangement, or on the fuel tank, or on the carburetor. So that particular focused area is called as system. Okay, the boundaries of a system can be fixed or movable. So these are the real or imaginary boundaries. Okay. So as the imaginary boundaries we can fix it at a particular point, or they can be movable. You see the example in next slide. Okay, mathematically, the boundary has zero thickness, no mass, and no value. This is the most important statement. Boundary has zero thickness. The boundary has zero thickness theoretically. Okay, no mass. It should not have a mass and no value. It should not have a value. Means thickness will be the zero. It's just an imaginary line. Okay, or a real line which is separate system from its surrounding. Okay, am I audible to everyone? Am I audible to everyone? Please type in
Sir.
the chat box.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the different types of systems. Okay, first one is closed system, second one is open system, and third one is isolated system. So whatever the systems we are going to study are can be classified in these three system. First one is a closed system. Closed system means what? Whenever the system reacts with anything or interact with surrounding, it's interact in two forms. One may be in mass, mass form or energy form. Okay. So in the closed system, fixed amount of mass means mass interaction will not be done. Okay. Mass cannot cross the boundary of the system and only energy can cross the boundary means only energy interaction will be occur. Okay, there this is the example of closed system. This is the example of closed system. There is a cylinder and a piston arrangement. Okay, there is one cylinder and piston arrangement. It is fixed and we consider the whatever the value or area under that cylinder into that cylinder is one of the system. Okay, so this how we can predict that this is a closed system. Here what happen, mass cannot be escape from this closed system. Okay, or this system we cannot move give the mass to this system, or any mass cannot be escape from this system. Okay, so mass will remain constant and only energy can be transferred in the form of heat or in the form of work. Only energy can be transferred in the form of heat or in the form of work. As heat and work are form of energies. Okay, so this energy can be give into the goes into the system or can be escape from system. Okay, so in closed system only energy transaction happens. Okay, so this closed system interact with surroundings only in the form of energy, not in the form of mass. Okay, so what is open system then? As we know, in the closed system, we uh, cannot or we cannot vary the mass of the system, but in an open system, this is one of the example of open system, our internal combustion engine. Okay, IC engine. If we consider this area or this volume or this cylinder as a system, what happen in this system? The mass, whatever the fuel and air mixture is coming in, okay, into this cylinder or into this system, and after some time, some mass of air and exhaust gases are going out. So in the open system, both mass and energy both can be cross the boundary of system or a control value. Here is the concept. You can see the concept control value or a movable boundary. Okay. Here what happened? Here always as you see in this value in this cylinder value, always the bottom boundary of that cylinder is vary as piston moves up and down. Okay, therefore this is the boundary type or boundary type is here is movable boundary, right? As we see in the previous slide. Okay, so in the open system, both mass as well as energy can cross the boundary of the system. Okay, that is called as open system. One of the example is this IC engine. Okay, internal combustion engine or a petrol engine, diesel engine, whatever. Then next one is isolated system. Okay, this is one of example of isolated system. Vacuum flask or a thermos. We can see there. We say in the that's thermos. What happened in the isolated system? Mass is fixed and no heat cross its boundary. Means as we see in the closed system, mass cannot cross the boundary, but energy can cross the boundary. But in the isolated system, mass as well as energy cannot escape the system. Okay, it cannot interact with surroundings with in the form of energy or in the form of mass. Okay, if we put that cap uh, onto that bottle or onto that vacuum flask, what happens when we pour any hot or cold liquid in the flask? It will remain as it is for the long period. Okay, so there is one insulation layer is there. Because of that, heat cannot be removed or heat cannot pass through that insulation layer. Okay, as well as if you put the cap on it, the mass cannot be escaped from this cap. Okay, insulation also there for the cap. After this layer, there will be insulation layer into this cap. Okay, so heat as well as mass cannot pass or cross the boundary of the system. That system is called as isolated system. Okay, so these are the three types of systems. So next terminology, or this is the one type of the classification: closed system, open system, and isolated system. If we classify system by another class, it may be homogeneous system or a heterogeneous system. What is meant by homogeneous system? In this system, the mass is uniformly distributed throughout the system. Okay, so whatever mass is present in the system, which is uniformly distributed throughout the system, is called as homogeneous system. As an example, you can see that mixture of air and water vapor. Okay, both air as well as water vapor are in gaseous state. So whatever the mass, it is mixed air is mixed with water vapor homogeneously because mass is not concentrated on at a particular point. Okay, another example is water plus nitric acid and octane plus heptane. Okay, water plus nitric acid is mixes very well. Okay, so another example is mixture of water and salt. If we put salt into the water, salt is soluble in the water. So the mass of the salt is not concentrated into the water. Okay, so that system is called as homogeneous system. And then another type of system is heterogeneous system. It is opposite to homogeneous system. In this system, the mass is not uniformly distributed throughout the system or a volume. Okay, means whatever the mass we added into another type of matter, it concentrated at some points. Okay, or at the bottom. If we add or if we add uh, any insoluble material into the water, it settles down. Okay, so that system called as heterogeneous system because whatever the mass is having that system is having, it's not uniformly distributed throughout the systems. Some of the example are water plus steam. Here water is in the liquid state and steam is in the gaseous state. So steam having a less density, it's remain at the top of the system. If you consider one container having the water plus steam, water will be remain at bottom in the liquid state, and the steam, whatever the steam is, remain at the top because steam having the less density than the liquid water. Okay, so that system is called as heterogeneous system. Same ice plus water, because ice have a solid in its solid phase and water is in liquid phase. Like that, water and oil, because oil is not soluble in the water. It's remain on its top or on its bottom, because depending on density of the water. Okay, so again we can classify system like this or based on these classifications. Another concept which is very important to study during the reciprocating compressor or steam turbines or hydraulic turbines is control value. Okay, so control value is an arbitrary selected zone that surrounds the device under consideration. The surface of this control value is referred to as control surface. As we see in the previous lecture or previous slides, that this is the control value. Okay, whatever the value this cylinder has, it's called as control value. Okay, whenever we assume any one system as an open system, the system does not have a mass, it have a value. Okay, for the closed system, we consider as a mass of the system, and for the open system we consider mostly consider value. Okay, value of a system, because in the control value what happen, mass is continuously varying, because open system can interact with surroundings with the mass as well as energy. So mass of the mass of any open system can be vary with respect to time. So for that, we consider value as a characteristics of the open system. Okay, so that value is called as control value. Okay, so another example is you all see the hydraulic turbines, okay, from which we generate electricity. What happen in hydraulic turbines? Whatever the water coming through the penstock, okay, here it is one turbine, and after the water strike the turbine, after this the water goes to draft tube or to the reservoir. Okay, so if we consider this turbine and the casing as one control value model or if we consider this turbine as one of the control value or a system, open system, what happen? Mass can be entered or heat energy can be entered and mass can be leave the energy. So this is one of open type systems, and we are only concentrated on this area, okay, or this value where we mounted turbine mounted. Okay, we cannot consider dam. We are not going to consider dam as well as whatever the water leaving the systems. We are only considering the turbine and its casing. So this total system is called as open system model, and this value is called as control value CV. Okay, it will have a short form CV. The control value is arbitrarily selected zone, any zone which we selected under the study consideration or a study. The surface of the control value is referred to as control surface. Okay, this is value will be there, not a value. Okay, so these as we see for the closed system, there is a boundary system boundary. Okay, so for open system, the boundary is called as control surface. Control surface, right? The next point is a control value is specified when an analysis is to be made that involves a flow of mass. Okay, so any system which contain or involve the flow of mass, that system or that value is called as control value. Or control value is specified for that system which involve flow of mass. In this case, water is flowing in, water is flowing out. So this system we can analyze this by using control value method. Okay. The control value is separated from the surrounding by the control surface, as we see, similar to the boundary. which is analogous to the boundary of a system. Okay. However, mass transfer may occur across the control surface. From the control surface, mass can be crossed the system and goes into the surroundings, or coming in from surrounding to the systems. Okay. The control value may move in the space and may have its value change with time. It is not necessary that the value of the control value is fixed, although in many cases a stationary control value can be used. So the whatever the value will be there, its value may be moving the space and may have changed value with time. As we see in the previous slide, the volume of the system, if you consider this system or cylinder, the volume of the cylinder is continuously changing with respect to the time, right? So whatever the volume of the system is changing, once again we will have interaction session after some time. Okay. So whatever volume of that system is changing with respect to time, continuously changing, right? Okay. So these are the main concept of the thermodynamics related to the systems. This is one of again one of the example of control systems. If you consider air compressor, what happens? We suck the air compressor, suck the air, compress it, increases pressure as well as temperature, and this pressurized air is out given to the storage tank. Okay, so if you consider air compressor is one of the control value, mass can be entered, mass can be goes out. Okay, energy can be entered with this air, energy can be out in the form of heat or in the form of work, because we have to give some work to the air compressor. Okay, for the for that for running the motors, we give electrical work. Motor converts that electrical work into the mechanical work and it gives to the air compressor. And so totally energy can be cross the boundaries or control surface, and the heat can be cross control surface. Mass can be cross control surfaces. So this is called the as control value or open system. Okay, so this basic concept. In the next lecture, we are going to see different types of energies. Okay, what are the equations for the energies, etc. So, okay, so we are up open for any doubts. You can type any if you have any doubts. You can type in chat box, or you can raise your hand. I saw some Yash Mani. You can unmute yourself and you can ask the any doubt. So in today's lecture, we saw different what is meant by system, what is meant by surroundings, how system interact with surroundings, what is meant by what are the different types of the systems, its classification, what is meant by control volume again in short. Okay, so here is one doubt. Explain control volume again in short. Okay, if we see, one second, I have to share the slides. Okay, to understand what is meant by control volume. Okay, this is one of the best example. Control volume is a one type of a system. Okay, one type of open system. Okay, you must be know that control value means one type of the open system. Okay, so we can assume any value. Okay, any arbitrary value. It may be have a imaginary boundaries or real boundaries. Okay, those boundaries are called as control surfaces. Okay, you can consider if you want to consider जर तुम्हाला समजा याच्या हाफ मध्ये जर तुम्हाला कन्सिडर करायचं असेल किंवा फक्त ही मोटर कन्सिडर करायची असेल, ओके, तर तुम्ही करू शकता. त्या मोटरला जर तुम्ही एखादा कंट्रोल व्हॅल्यू म्हणून कन्सिडर केला तर करू शकता, कारण की यामध्ये वर्क इनलेट होतं, काही थोडा इन द फॉर्म ऑफ जे काय मोटरच्या फॅनसाठी लागणारं जे एअर कुलिंग असतं त्यासाठी एअर एंटर होते, तर ह्याला सुद्धा तुम्ही कंट्रोल व्हॅल्यू कन्सिडर करू शकता. Okay, it depends on you म्हणजे तुम्हाला कोणत्या पॉइंटला किंवा कोणत्या मॅटरवर तुम्हाला स्टडी करायचं आहे. ओके, अनालिसिस कोणत्या सिस्टमचं करायचं आहे त्यावर डिपेंड आहे. इन शॉर्ट, ओपन सिस्टीम असते त्याला कंट्रोल व्हॅल्यूम असतो आणि जी क्लोज सिस्टीम असते त्याला मास असते. ओके, आणि जे ओपन ओपन सिस्टीम असते त्याला कंट्रोल व्हॅल्यूम असतो आणि त्याच्या बाउंड्रीला काय म्हणतात, कंट्रोल सरफेस. ओके, आणि जी क्लोज सिस्टीम असते त्याला मास असतं आणि त्याला त्याच्या बाउंड्रीला बाउंड्री म्हणतात. राईट. सो दिस इज द सिम्पल one. Did you understand what is meant by control value? Okay, I will share the PPT after completion of our first chapter. Okay, I will share PPT as well as different materials to the WhatsApp group as well as to the Moodle, so you can access from there. Prathamesh Patel, did you understand what is meant by control value? You can assume any matter or any space as a control value. Okay. Anyone have any doubts? We still have 5 minutes, or we can extend our meeting to 9:50. If you have any doubts regarding control value, doubts regarding systems, because these are the basic concept you should know. Because whenever we go for analysis of uh, gas power cycles or gas turbines, reciprocating air compressors or gas turbines, we should know all these basic concepts. Because in the gas turbine or air compressor, we consider that system as a control value. Okay, and based on that, we are going to analyze through how much heat is inserted, how much work is going in, and how much work is going out. We have to know how much energy is cross the boundaries, or how much energy is given to that system. Okay. Anyone have any doubts regarding these basic concepts? It's important. You can type your doubts into the chat box. You can raise your hands and unmute yourself, and you can ask if you have any doubts. Did you have any doubts regarding system classifications? What is meant by control value? What is meant by control surface? Because these basic concepts are very important. Okay, Suraj Kumba, you can unmute yourself and ask doubt if you have any. Or you can directly type that doubt in chat box. Suraj Kumar, you raised your hand. Okay, so I think everybody has clear. One instruction for those काही असे स्टुडंट्स आहेत जे फक्त 2 to 3 मिनिट्ससाठी कनेक्ट होतात आणि त्यानंतर कनेक्ट होत नाहीत. तुमचा जो काय अटेंडन्स आहे तो मॅन्डेटरी आहे आणि तो स्ट्रिक्टली मॉनिटर केला जातो. ओके, प्रत्येक लेक्चरला जो अटेंडन्स असणार आहे तो स्ट्रिक्टली मॉनिटर केला जातो. त्यामुळे तुमचा अटेंडन्स ठेवा व्यवस्थित. जर एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर लिमिटवरती नंतर डिसाईड होईल, त्यापेक्षा जर तुमचा अटेंडन्स कमी असेल तर वरून जे काही गाईडलाईन्स येतील त्यानुसार तुमच्यावर ऍक्शन घेतली जाणार आहे. सो मोस्टली सगळे जे काय ऑनलाईन लेक्चर्स होतात, सगळ्या जे काय सब्जेक्टचे आहेत ते तुम्ही अटेंड करा. इफ यू हॅव एनी डाउट्स यू कॅन आस्क. Melting furnace in boundary in which type of a system? So another one doubt, Yash Mane, melting furnace in boundary is which type of a system? Okay, if you consider during it is a open type system because whatever the fuel that is added to that system, okay, and when we add the fuel means add the mass fuel, okay, it's take combustion into the melting furnace, and after that whatever the exhaust gases are there, they are released to the atmosphere. But so if you consider only a melting furnace as a system, it must be an open type system. It is clear, yes, Mani? The melting furnace is open type system.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone other? Anyone having